Actually, I was going to charge the power backup while I did this, but I don't think I will. Actually, I'll do a baseline without it, and I'll see if I can get the battery level. So I'll do that first. So I've got it out. It's up on the stands. Yep. So it's up on the stands. I can rotate front and rear wheel. So we'll be able to get the front and rear wheel sensors. Can also do kickstand switch. Okay. And so let's just get this connected. We'll do a baseline, no battery. So with file 52, nothing, baseline, no battery tender. I'll turn it on. I'll record the ambient so we know to rule that out. Ambient's 20. Yeah, the data collection rate on this is quite significant, and it's collecting what's there, so it's not really a big thing, but yeah, in a 20 to 30 second thing, it's collecting 5 to 10 megabytes of data. 5 to 10 megabytes is pretty broad range. When I turn it off and the head unit starts flooding it, it'll actually collect about 15 megabytes just in the time it takes to shut itself down. So it will have me sort of thinking about filtering, and filtering is part of the CAN chip, or the CAN functionality that's built into the chip. So I think I mentioned before, it's an STM32F407. It's actually the same microcontroller that is on the Woolwich ones, the log boxes. So, and they're presumably using it for the same reason, that it's CAN capable, it can transmit. This is set up in silent mode, so it just monitors. It doesn't actually transmit. Not bold enough to do that just yet. So I'll get the battery tender. Actually, I won't bother. It's irrelevant because I can compare against this one for that. So what's the battery voltage? While we're at it. Okay, Sidestand switch is what we'll do next. Okay, we're good. Sidestand switch. Third time the charm. Okay, logging data. Okay, it's down at the moment. Up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a slow one. Up, down, up. Okay, turn it on. We've got data. We've got data happening. So, gears. Let's do gears. Neutral. So we'll go first. Neutral. I'll just keep clutching actually. First, neutral, first, neutral, first, neutral. Pause. Okay, I tried to get into second. Okay, second, neutral, second, neutral, second, neutral. Pause. Second. Whoops. Second. Second. First. Yeah. Okay. 55. We'll do front wheel. Come on. I'm logging. Okay. This could be fun. So. Get any speed. Okay. Okay, all done. With this, I can't actually update the display while it's logging, because the display updates are so slow that it will disrupt its ability to write to the SD card. So we'll lose data. Okay, we're logging. File 56, rear wheel. So let's go. See if the speedo changes on this. Yep. Oh, another one I need to do is the O2 sensor. That's a bit tricky because I've got to disconnect it. No, I'm down here, may as well get this off. All that for one last test. Disconnect. Reconnect. We're ready to go. Ready to go. Okay. Put on. Now. Okay. O2 sensor's out. Have we got an error? Probably not. Because it's not running. So the O2 sensor we'll put back in. So that's my O2 sensor delete. Okay. Good. Disconnected. We'll do the pass-through on the scanner. So, okay, that. Okay, so file 59, 58 was O2 sensor. 57 was battery, 58 is O2 sensor, 59 will be the scanner. We're on. So it's going to communicate to the bike, works out that it's CAN standard fast. Okay, now code's found, none. I didn't need to do it because I didn't turn it on. Okay. Which means, well, we turn it off. And well, that's it. I'll put the seat back on. goodbye.